Well, we are in the thick of summer, and while it may seem like things are starting to wind down, some kids and parents still have about 4 weeks left before school kicks off. So if you're running out of ideas for things to do, you are not alone. We decided to bring in the experts. Joining us now on our weather deck with Nicole is the editor-in-chief of Kidding Around Greenville, Bethany Winston. Hey, Nicole.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I have Bethany Winston with me here live outside on our weather deck. We are covered from the rain, and we have a fire truck going nearby, so hopefully you can still hear us. But we want to talk a lot for our viewers about the awesome things that you provide, that your services provide. Talk to us about Kidding Around Greenville.
So Kidding Around Greenville is an online resource for the area. So if you're a parent or even just a kid at heart and you need something to do, we have everything you could look for there.
I actually use them all the time to find things to do with my 2 little boys, so it's always been awesome to have you guys here. It's summertime. People, obviously maybe not on a day like today, want to get outside, but let's talk about the things that you know are great for families with kids of different ages to do in the summertime.
Yes, well, we know we all need things to do right now, and the sun is going to come back, I hear.
Yes, it is.
So one of the things that I think is really great to do is go to some of the free putt-putts that we have in the area. So there's one in Spartanburg called Sparkle City Mini Putt, and what I love about it is there's like a little miniature Spartanburg. They have things that resemble Spartanburg, the beacons there, and you can actually get putters from local stores.
That's super fun. What else can you tell us about other areas?
Yeah, so there's also one in McPherson Park. And then to jump off of that, there's splash pads. So I know today, obviously, at this moment, you're not going to want a splash pad, but when that sun comes out and gets hot, that's a great free but also cooler activity. So one of our favorites is Fountain Inn Splash Pad. And one of the things we like about there is just that it's shaded, and there's lots of areas for the kids playing, and it's completely free.
Super important to have shade options, even when the kids are staying cool, so they don't get the sunburn and all the other issues that you might have. We do, of course, love the fact that these kind of spread all over our area, besides splash pads and putt-putt. Any other areas that you really specify for kids this time of year? I mean, school's coming back soon, a couple of weeks even still, but this is the time that kids get bored. They start to say, Mom, Dad, parents, family, what are we gonna do? What else can you recommend?
Well, of course, there's like tons of things on the website, but one thing, I know it sounds cliche to say go to a playground, but we have some really cool playgrounds here. Like there's Runway Park where you can actually watch the planes come in, and there's a cafe there to eat. And then Century Park just rebuilt their playground, Kids Planet, and they have slides that you can slide down the hill and trampolines that you can jump on and misting stations.
Oh, gotta love that. That's one I haven't been to yet. I'm gonna have to put that one on my list for sure. Now, obviously, not every day in the summer is perfect for outdoor activities. We're having one of those today. Kylie's been talking all about this rain. What can you tell us for good spots on indoor days?
So we have lots of great choices. One of my favorites this summer that's new is Roper Mountain Science Center just opened a brand new facility. So they have a huge science center, and they also have a lot of outdoor stuff too if the weather's nicer, but they have tons of things to do indoors. And they even have a nature exchange where kids can take in their stuff that they collected from outside and bring it in and get points and get new items.
That is so cool, and gotta love the fact that we do have multiple museums and places like Roper Mountain Science Center. The Children's Museum of the Upstate is always one of my favorites
obviously,
too.
The Children's Museum of the Upstate. There's the one in Greenville that's huge, has tons of things to do. And there's also a smaller one in Spartanburg. If you have little ones, like around 5 or under, is smaller, and you can keep track of them, and everything is their size.
Absolutely. Gotta love that we have so many options. Let's talk about the things that we've got on the table here, because obviously some fun stuff, bubbles and sidewalk chalk.
Yeah, so I mean, it's always great, like if you're going to a park or something, to be prepared and have something extra to do. And you have the bubbles here and the chalk. I think of like Legacy Park as such a great park for bubbles because it's wide and open and lots of picnic areas. And for sidewalk chalk, a park like Runway Park where they have lots of sidewalks is great for that, as well as if your kids have bicycles or scooters.
And as a parent, I'd say those are great options because then your kids meet other kids easier, and then you can relax a little bit while your kids play.
That is such a good point because like sometimes you don't want to have to play with your kids. You want to just sit down for a couple minutes.
Exactly. Nice to have the options where you can be involved. You can have those memories and those moments every summer, but you can also say, okay, it's your time to play and mommy's time to sit.
Which, by the way, that's another thing, just to mention about Century Park that we were talking about. They put fences in for the playground. So if you have a child that likes to escape, that's a good thing to know that there's fences there now.
Very, very good to know for sure. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Is there anything else you want people to know about Kidding Around Greenville? How do people access your site, and where can they go to find it all?
Yes, so you can go on the internet to kiddingaroundgreenville.com and access all of our resources there online. And we also are on Facebook, and we have an email newsletter that we send out.
Gotta love all of it. Well, thank you so much, Bethany, for being with us. Great tips for indoor and outdoor play. We'll send it back inside.